But first, let me take a
Microjig, maker of the gripper. Work safer, work smarter.
I've heard from a lot of people telling me that it's just too hot to do any woodworking in their shops this time of the year. So I designed this project to get you in and out of the shop really quickly and out into the garden. This stool is perfect for sitting on while you're weeding the lawn or picking vegetables. Plus you could store some gardening supplies inside. I've got an assortment here of various scraps of lumber that I can use for this project. For the bottom and the lid, I'm gonna need to edge join pieces together to make wider panels. This biscuit jointer will help me line up these boards. You could use plywood for this project if you didn't want to join boards together. Once those are dry, I can sand them smooth. If your boards are a little warped like mine and it bothers you, you could use a planer or just a hand plane to flatten those out. Outside here on my table saw, I can cut out the bottom and the front and the back. I'm gonna glue these pieces together. You could use pocket screws or even nail it together if you wanted. I can use this piece to set the width of the legs. I'll use a stop block to make sure both legs are the same length. I'm sticking these together with some double-sided tape so I can cut out both legs at the same time. Here I'm drilling a large hole through both pieces. I've made a mark over here that I can connect to the side of that hole. And same on the other side. I'll make those two cuts using my bandsaw. You could also use a jigsaw or even a handsaw. The front and the back panel and the legs are all warped, but I think I could force them into position. You might be able to see how these curve inward. It's about 1/4 of an inch, so I made these blanks that are the same width as the bottom, and I'll just force these apart so I can glue it together. You can see how these legs are bowed out that way. So that's the way I'm going to attach it and pull this in rather than have it this way and have to pull the two sides in. I'm going to try to glue both sides at the same time. When boards are warped along the grain this way, they're not too difficult to force into position. I'll let that dry overnight and finish it up in the morning. This month on my Audible.com book corner, I'd like to recommend Second Nature, A Gardener's Education by Michael Pollan. Yes, that's an awesome name for a writer about gardening. This isn't just a gardening book. Michael Pollan really talks about our relationship with nature and with our yards and rethinking things such as, do we really need lawns anymore? We've gotten rid of our front yard and replaced it all with native plants that don't require a lot of water. Another thing I've done is I've kind of learned to embrace the weeds. This whole area over here is pretty much filled with weeds because the plants I tried to plant in there weren't growing, but the weeds don't look too bad, really. Each chapter of Second Nature is filled with thought-provoking anecdotes and quite a bit of humor, too. This is just one of over 150,000 audiobooks available at audible.com, and I'd like for you to pick out any one of those books free just by going to audible.com/woodworking. And hey, if it's too hot in your shop, get out into the garden. Well, good morning. That was overnight. Now I can take the clamps off and see what this looks like. Yeah, that's pretty square. I'll make the handle for the lid the same way I did the curve on the legs. Here I'm easing over all the edges using a roundover bit on my router. I'm giving it a rustic look by sanding off layers of paint in different spots. These are T hinges that I've painted black on one side. I'm installing a hook and eye on the front. I think that rustic paint job turned out really cool, and it was really fun to do that. If you're gonna try to do an antique looking finish like that, try to scuff it up in the areas that would normally receive wear, such as this handhold and around this latch here. I figured it would get scraped up a lot. Thanks for watching my show, and don't forget, I post brand new woodworking videos every Friday on this channel. I'd love to have you subscribe. And while you're subscribing to this channel, I would love to have you check out my other channel, Mere Minutes. You can subscribe to both of them if you like. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you're enjoying your summer. I'll see you next week.
Hi, I'm Heiko from Nürnberg. I'm a mere mortal. Ich bin Heiko. Ich bin ein Normalsterblicher.